Adam Fossett, the head football coach and athletic director at BB Comer, joins us for a few minutes, and it's Watermelon Sales Day. Coach, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Now, you went to South Georgia to get this trailer load of melons, and you've been doing this a lot of years in your coaching career, right?
Yeah, I've done this 12 out of the last 13 years. So got a connection in South Georgia with a farmer down there, and he does this right, and then we're able to come back and sell those and make money for the program.
All right, South Georgia, where is that?
We go through Abbeville to Rochelle. Okay. So you're in Rochelle. Basically, if you stay on 280, you'll run right into it.
Okay, all right.
So you take 280 through Columbus and Columbus, Americus, Buena Vista.
So have you done well with the sales before?
Yeah. It's a good fundraiser for us. A lot of times I'm at the farmer's discretion. When he says, "Hey, we can come down," that's when we go. So our goal is always to do it before the 4th of July, but that wasn't able to happen this year. But it's still early July, and we still have. I mean, it's still a good crop, and
shoot, yeah.
It was funny because a lot of this guy's melons are sent to the Northeast. So in the Northeast, they want it's called a personal melon. So they're really a little bit larger than a cantaloupe, and then we have some that are.
What about that one?
Yeah, then we have some that are like this, which are a good size. That's probably a 10-pound melon. All the melons are red seedless. We'll get asked 3 or 4 times a day if we have yellow meat, and we don't. If I can figure out how to grow yellow meat watermelons, I'm going to, because people ask every year for them. So
where are you going to be set up?
So we'll set up at the old Rite Aid building. I'll have guys there helping sell from
today
today for sure. And then tomorrow, we would like to sell in 2 days. Sell out in 2 days. We'll be there from 8 to 12, and 3 to 6 both days. So we can hit the morning traffic, and then hit the afternoon traffic after work. So, excuse me. But all of these are fresh. They were in the field yesterday. So
wow. So
they were cut out of the field and brought to.
Y'all go out in the field and cut them too?
No, we didn't go out in the field. They were brought to us, and then we put them on the trailer.
So what do they cost?
The smaller ones are $3, and then the ones like this and bigger are $5. We have some that are. We've probably got 10 that are probably twice this size. But most of them will be $3 or $5.
Yeah, and red meated seedless.
Yep, red meated seedless.
You hadn't got into them yet, have you?
Some of the kids have eaten a couple of them. They said they're pretty good. The smaller ones are supposedly sweeter. Watermelon's watermelon to me. It's either good or bad. But the little bit that I've had was pretty good.
But you've had good success with the quality of the melons over the years.
Yes, no doubt. We've had, and there's a couple, there's probably over 12 years, there's probably been 2 people come back and say, "Hey, it wasn't very good," or "Hey, I didn't like it," or a couple years ago, a guy came by and he said, "That watermelon I bought was terrible." And I said, "Well, do you want another one?" And he said, "Yeah, I'll take another one." So I gave him another one, and I never saw him again. So, and again, it's a situation where in athletics, obviously we talk about this a lot, you have to raise money. But we're looking for creative ways to raise money too. And we're looking for ways that can be good money spent.
So where does these monies go?
This will go towards football. This is a football fundraiser that we do. Generally for football, we do 3 fundraisers. We do our Coke sale in the spring. We sell watermelons, and then we'll do a chicken queue in August. And all of that's in line again. So we'll do this over the next couple of days, and then tentatively we have a chicken queue set up for August 6th.
So funds that are raised for the football program, what is needed for the program for these fundraisers?
The big issue is equipment. Over the years, again, you talk about participation. Participation is up. As of right now, I've got 7 or 8 kids that don't have helmets.
Oh wow!
Now I've inferred about helmets and trying to get some helmets here. But now it's not only because of everything that's going on with COVID. Now it's not an issue of, hey, I got the money, send me some helmets.
What do the helmets cost?
I priced 12 new helmets, and it's going to be right at $4,500.
Oh wow!
And that's what when you're talking about helmets, I could get a cheaper helmet, but we got it's a Speed Flex, Rydell Speed Flex. It's one of the better helmets on the market. And when you start talking about the safety of the kids, I want to spend the extra money on that. So our goal would be to buy 12 of those. And then helmets are only good for 10 years, so you have to rotate those out as well. And then travel, obviously travel is an issue because when we load up on that bus, it's $1.50 a mile. And it may be higher than that this year based on fuel cost. So anytime we feed the kids, any equipment that we get for them, knee pads, shoulder pads, and you try to buy that stuff a little bit here and there and rotate it in, and you rotate the new in, you rotate the old out.
So how did the athletic program overall for 2021 end up, or early 2022?
Overall, we ended up pretty good. There's there's so much going on that it's it's kind of overwhelming because our gym floor is completely redone. Got a brand new gym floor. They're kind of it actually got redone because there was some mistakes. There was some stuff on the first one that wasn't good. So the county stepped up and said, "Hey, this isn't right. We're going to get it redone." So they're putting the finishing touches on that. The girls softball field.
I went by there the other day. Yeah.
Man, that complex is going to be nice. It's going to be a really nice complex.
When is that completed, you think?
I've been told the end of July. Okay. So
they better get it then.
Yeah, they better get on it, and the weather plays a lot into that. Weather wreaks havoc on it, but that complex is going to be very, very nice. So looking forward to it being done. And then obviously just the growth of the program. You always look at the big picture and where we're coming from and where we're headed.
You got volleyball and all these sports.
Volleyball did really well last year. They won the area first time ever, and went on to the regionals and did well. Basketball programs are getting better and doing well. Spring sports, we've had a few coaching changes, so spring sports are getting acclimated to our new coaches. Track program is always fun. I'm the head track coach too, which is I think we've talked about this before. I can tell the kid, hey, look, this is how you triple jump, but I sure can't run down the runway and do it for him.
I'm told that you lost a step or two of speed.
Yeah, quite a few steps. So it's I'm slow these days. So.
Coach Adam Fossett, the head football coach and athletic director at BB Comer. Watermelon sale going on today and tomorrow at the old Rite Aid building here in town, and you can get 1 melon or 10 melons if you want.
Hey, as many as you want, we'll load you up. So we've actually. Down here, it's almost like a drive-through melon station. Last year or 2 years ago, guys were selling them. People were sitting at the red light, and they were like, "Hey,
hawking melons."
Yeah. So the guys would run the melon to the car door. They'd put it in the car door. They hand them the money, and they'd be on their way. So, but yeah, we'll have. As soon as I leave here, I'll go and start setting up. And then we'll have some of our guys will be there at 8 o'clock to.
All right, let's talk a little football. We're kind of in between. You got the summer workout programs going on, but it won't be long till August.
It'll be here before you know it. It's and the crazy, like I was looking at the college football schedule compared to our schedule. By the time college football really kicks off, we'll have played 3 games.
Yeah.
So it's here. We have our scrimmage against Sylacauga coming up pretty quick, and then we head to Dadeville the following week to play and open up the season. So it's going to be here before you know it.
So talk about numbers at BB Comer for the fall.
Right now we've got about 45 guys. We have some new guys that have come out and participated, and it's fun to see those guys get better and build. We got some young guys that have never really done any sports that have been there, and they've hung on all summer and have really changed. And you can kind of see a growth in my older guys because they're helping those younger guys out and making sure that they are doing what they're supposed to be doing.
So we do the 7-on-7 stuff now, or not?
Yeah, we're doing some 7-on-7s. We're actually going to West Alabama next week for a 7-on-7. We went to Tennessee Chattanooga. Golly, I can't remember the dates, but in June we went to University of Tennessee Chattanooga and did one. We'll go to West Alabama, and then the last Saturday before we start up practice, I think it's the 23rd, we'll go to Piedmont.
So what's the purpose of these 7-on-7s?
A lot of, that's a good question. As a head coach, you kind of try to rack your brain on this because you can go into a 7-on-7 with the intent of doing whatever it takes to win, which means you're running 5 wides and doing stuff that you would never do. You're running all verticals and, doing stuff that you would probably never do unless you're in a desperate situation. Or you can go into it to work on stuff that you do. So in our case, we want to work on stuff that we do. And it helps our quarterbacks. Devontae's gone. We've got new quarterbacks coming in. Devin Harvey is slated to be our starter. He got some reps last year at quarterback, but it gives him some reps, and it gives him some reps against some really good opponents too. Because 2 weeks ago we went up to Oxford and played, and we played Oxford, Carrollton of Georgia, and Leeds.
Wow. And
got to see some really, really good competition. So you get to see that timing, you get to see, things like that. So, and then you have to understand, like getting our kids to understand, like we don't ever want to accept defeat. And I'm constantly looking at effort. I'm constantly looking at body language. I'm constantly looking at how you handle situations and how you handle adversity. But like we played in they had 2 brackets at University of Tennessee Chattanooga. They had a gold and a silver bracket. We were in the silver bracket, made it to the championship game, and played Sparkman. Well, Sparkman had 50 kids. We had 17 kids, and when their offense went down the field, if they scored, there were 7 different guys ready to go on defense. We had 5 of the same guys. And we'd already played 6 games that day, so being realistic about it too. I want to see you compete, but I get it. You're tired. You've been running on this turf all day, so but I want to see how you compete when you're tired. You don't have to. Are you where you're supposed to be? Did you drop to the zone you were supposed to drop to, or did you take a play off?
Yeah.
So
the competition today is selling watermelons.
No doubt. No doubt. We hope to sell a lot of watermelons today, and it's always fun. Like for me, this is a fun time because people will come by, and most of the time there's a conversation. Most of the time they want to talk about it. Most of the time there'll be people today that you didn't do this last year and I missed it, or people will come by and want to talk football or talk about the program, or tell me when they graduated from Comer, or what the case.
Don't talk about that 1st and goal down there.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. So, but yeah, it's a good time, and man, it's a great opportunity. The kids actually enjoy it because they get to kind of. It's something different. They're hanging out together, but they're not. We're not in the stresses of working out or running sprints and stuff like that.
So we're going to be at the old Rite Aid building today.
Yes, sir.
And what time again?
8 to 12 and 3 to 6. So that heat of the day, that 12 to 3, we'll take some time off, and I'll get all these melons out of the sun during that time.
And so hopefully we may do it tomorrow if we hadn't sold out.
Yeah, they're good. We'll do it until we sell out. Friday would definitely be the last day. You're 3 days in, but Friday would be the last day. We actually have 2 different trailers too. So the trailer I've got out there, that's only one of them. The other trailer will be up there by 8 o'clock too. So you're the first one there. You got your pick of all of them, and if you find one that you like that's halfway down the pile, I got a bunch of young kids that can get it for you.
Thump that melon. I've always told that thumping the melon was the key.
I don't know about thumping. At the shed, at the watermelon shed, when they come off the conveyor belt, there's a guy there, and all he does is this. He just pats it. And I asked him what he was looking for, and he's like, the sound. And, he patted a bunch of them. He's like, you hear the difference? And I was like, yeah, but I didn't hear the difference. So, I didn't understand what was going on.
Adam Fossett, the head football coach and athletic director at BB Comer, and they'll be patting or thumping, but they'll be selling watermelons today and tomorrow at the old Rite Aid building here in Silicon. Coach, always a pleasure. We'll see you Coach's Corner Day coming up real soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
More Daybreak right after this.
Don't drive, do the watermelon crawl.